All right, I am giving Spirit exactly 3 minutes to shift your energy, otherwise I'll eat my Paleo Santo. No, in all honesty, I am actually going to share with you how you can shift your energy within 3 minutes with a really epic clearing method. Now, the thing is, why is this so important? Have you ever felt foggy? Have you ever felt confused, grumpy for no reason? Have you kind of woken up on the wrong side of the bed and thought, this is crazy, I was like fine yesterday? Well, you may have an energy or an entity that is in your field that is unwanted and it's messing with your energetics, making you feel unregulated. Trust me, I've been there. In fact, this is exactly the thing that got me onto this journey of energy clearing, energy shifting, and mediumship. So today I'm going to share with you within 3 minutes how you can transform, transcend, and transmute the energies that do not align with you. This is going to help you to connect into spirit so you can be a clear channel. So this is a part of your mediumship journey. Have you experienced anything like that where you have been confused or you have even craved literally like foods or felt negativity and you're like, where the hell did this come from? This is what this video is all about, and it has certainly been a game changer for me. We need to be connected to our natural state, mind, body, and soul. And honestly, with this method, I'm going to tell you a little secret. It doesn't have to take 3 minutes. It can actually take 3 seconds. But I'm going to go through each of the stages so you understand what I'm talking about. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you through an activation where you're going to anchor in the 3T spirit method so you can instantly do it within 3 seconds every single day. You can teach your kids this, you can teach your partner this, you can teach your clients this. This is a game changer. So let's get into it. I'm going to teach you how to transmute energy, the exact way that I come back into my very own frequency, and how you can literally clear the energy so you can come into the quantum field in minutes, not hours. Now, honestly, so many people think that we need to have like shamans or priests or ministers or Reiki masters, gurus, because we think that we need other people and other things to help us get back into an alignment. And yes, sometimes the body needs a chiropractor. Sometimes we need a full-on Reiki session. I get that, and our body does require, co-creation with others. But if we keep on top of our energy every single day with this very simple 3 steps, transmute, transcend, and transform, we will be able to be in a frequency of ourselves where we can literally be a clear channel for what is to come. That means your pathways are clear and you don't have so many roadblocks in your life. It means you don't have so many challenges. And if a challenge does arise, or an entity or an energy or a situation, you can clear it. You can come back into your body and you know exactly what to do. So how does that feel for you? Are you ready to learn a method that will change your life forever? Now, here is the thing. I know exactly how it feels to feel unaligned. So unaligned that you feel like you're carrying the weight of the world. Are you with me? Have you felt that before? The weight of the world and the responsibility for other people. The people pleaser comes out and we kind of feel like that we need to fit into other people, make other people feel comfortable. And sometimes I get a lot of clients like this. They feel like they need to carry other people's crosses, carry other people's baggage, jump down into the hole of pity with them or victim consciousness. It doesn't have to be this way. You can actually hold a frequency, hold a vibration, and be regulated, happy, aligned, and abundant, and invite other people to join you naturally. So of course, we've got way more videos about manifestation and about frequency and vibration, but let's get into the 3 T's because this is truly amazing. Little story first. Okay, so I had a reading that I needed to do. It was booked in, but I had a kid at home who was feeling sick, and we know when our children are not feeling very well, they want mama. The dishes were literally piled up. There's a pile of washing, and I was thinking, I'm just feeling a little bit unaligned, a little bit overwhelmed, a little bit too much responsibility. How the heck am I going to get into spirit mode to give a good reading and be a great channel for this client who has paid me? So I thought about canceling it. Now, this is something I do not take lightly, but I also find that I will only ever show up in an aligned space to do a reading. Just like a YouTube video, it's very important to be in the correct frequency for the connection for the channel. So I did the 3 T's: transform, transcend, and transmute. Knowing how this works from the physical, the mental, the emotional, and the aura, and anything else that's around, I literally was able to shift my energy within 3 minutes with a little bit of somatic, so that's why it's 3 minutes. And I showed up and did the best channel ever. When I had finished the channel, the reading for my client, I felt so good, so energized, so successful, so satisfied. I was able to go spend the rest of the day with my child, having mama cuddles on the couch. I didn't care about the dishes or the washing because I knew that I was regulated, and time isn't real. Time and space is a creation, so is our mindset. So how would that change your life if you knew that you could shift your mood in an instant, your energetics, as well as even situations? You could transform and flip everything over so you could have a life that was so much easier. Let's talk about transmuting first. Okay, so transmuting energy. Very, very interesting. When we have energy and it starts to build up, right? It's just like if someone's triggering you and it starts to build up and build up and build up and build up, and all of a sudden you're like, ah! It is that build up of density that has the reaction. But what if we transmuted it? So this is what I do. I'm just going to get straight into what I do, tell you all about it, and then we're going to do literally the activation and then the 3-second method. So what I do is I bring it up energetically. So this is all about energy when it comes to transmuting. I bring it up and I say all that this is, okay? All that this is. I bring it up, the frustration, the triggering, all of the stuff that's coming up, and I literally am like, I'm going to transmute this density into light. And I visualize it in my hand and I straight down. This is how I transmute. Now, another way that this works really well is if we have energies around us that feel heavy. This could be other people's opinions. It could be thoughts. It could be a loop going on. And I am like, I'm going to transmute this density into light. So I visualize this light, just like literally. And I want you guys to try this now if you want to. Do you have any kind of thoughts that are looping, any negativity around you? Other people that are negative around you? Maybe entities or dreams that just feel like they're around you, but they are not yours? Do this, okay? Bring up the energy. I transmute what is not mine and I shift it into light. You can go straight down, and then I want you to be like, I transmute any thoughts and feelings, judgments and considerations and entities that are not mine, and visualize white light just out. Okay, so we go down and we go out. And what this is doing is it's getting the energy out of our field. But not only that, we're not flicking it to other people, we're transmuting it. I transmute this energy, okay? Getting it out of your field. The other thing that you can do for transmuting energy is take a nice deep breath in and exhale with sound. Breathing in, I transmute. So that's another way of doing it. Another way of doing it is shaking the body, okay? So I'm just giving you a whole lot of stuff here, guys. Shake the body, hands and feet. Shake it out. And what this is going to do is it's going to bring it through the body and transmute it into the earth. What happens then is the energy, whether you're like down, whether you're up, whether you're shaking it out or breathing it out, it will transmute into the earth and be composted and turned into light. How cool is that? Which one do you like? The shaking, the breathing, or using the energy? And all that this is, I transmute. Let me know in the comments. I am like literally dying to know. Transforming. This is all about choosing your state of consciousness. But also, what if there's something externally that you feel like is messing with you? I had a wizard that was literally messing with me. And I swear this was so crazy. I could feel something watching me. Have you ever experienced that? It was kind of creepy, and I was like, what the hell is watching me? I went to another practitioner. I said, hey, can you just tune in? Because I feel like something's watching me, but I can't quite, grab it. And he told me that there was a wizard watching me. And I knew it because I could see it as well, right, in my mind's eye. Instead of being like, be gone, holy water, Paleo Santa, all that type of stuff, trying to get rid of something darker, we literally transformed it. And we talked to the higher self of this wizard, whose job was to come in to take me off my path because of the big things I'm doing here on YouTube by being a teacher, a spiritual teacher. But we actually asked the wizard to choose the true white light and to go transform its energy. And it left. It transformed its own consciousness when we let it know that it had another choice. So anyway, that's one way we can do it when we do not have judgments of entities and energies. We just see them as literally an energy. We can just go, you are an energy. What are you choosing? Are you willing to transform your reality and turn yourself into light? Okay, so when this comes to your emotional and your physical and your mental state, we get to change our mind, choose our mood, and we have literally got choice. So I want to talk about this like a little bit deeper. Okay, so when we want to anchor in our confidence, when we want to come from truth and clarity, we need to transform into the being of light that we truly be, or our higher self. When that negative comment comes, when that kind of upper limit comes, when the self-sabotage comes, we need to transform that. That is the mental thing, right? That is the physical thing. We create pains and upper limits, and we end up having spirits and egos and demons that are trying to take us off our path because truly we are not feeling strong and confident in our body. How do we transform this? We can visualize a golden light. We can pour it into our body. We can come into our light body. We're going to do this very soon in the meditation. We can pour it in like liquid gold, like honey just coming all over us. We can choose differently and transform ourselves in an instant. So we're going to anchor that in the meditation, and then you're going to be able to do this within 3 seconds every day. We get to drop into our core and to bring in the golden and to literally bring it into the space down here in the belly, which is the solar plexus, to turn up our power to transform. So if a wizard comes along, if the energy comes along, if a human being comes along and we're feeling like a lack of confidence, an upper limit or a self-sabotage, we can transform that energy. And when my sister-in-law said to me many years ago, I must have been about 20, and I was in a grumpy mood, she said, hey Vic, choose your mood. And that was so profound to me because it made me realize that I have total choice of what I'm choosing. And I'm not a victim. I'm a powerful human being, a spirit and a soul, and I'm here for massive things. And I can transform my point of view at any given moment, and I can work for my future self or my higher self or my guides and my angels and the universe. And I get to transform into anything I want because I'm a manifester of my reality. So we can invite other entities and energies to transform to light, to literally manifest, to magically turn into something that's brighter and lighter than they ever thought was possible. Because everything has a consciousness and everything is an invitation. Are you still with me? Is this making sense? So we've gone through transmute and transform. And now we're going to go into transcend. But before we do, when it comes to transforming, we get to claim. We get to command, not demand. I choose trust. I choose confidence. I choose power. I choose abundance. I choose love. And when we command this energy in our power and our confidence, I choose freedom. These literally transform us instantly because words are magic. They are spells. Transcending is all about going beyond the brain. We've talked about energy, we've talked about physicality, we talked about bringing in light, and we also talked about shaking it out and like literally transmuting. But when it comes to transcending, we go multi-dimensional. And this is very, very powerful. Transcending is the most powerful. Obviously, the three together are like a powerhouse combo, but transcending is something that not many human beings are good at doing on the higher expression. They're really great at going unconscious and driving and going, how the hell did I get here? I've been driving for 2 hours and I just went unconscious and I did it naturally. But transcending is when we're in a state of meditation. Have you ever been in a meditation and you feel like you've just sunken down into the ground? We're going to do a meditation soon, so stay around. Have you ever been in that state where you have been like, oh my gosh, I was in a dream, but I wasn't in a dream, and I was like literally on a different planet. I was on a ship, or I met my friend in my dream at a coffee shop. You know, this transcendence is going beyond the body. And just yesterday, I was at a cacao ceremony for the strawberry full moon, and I was there helping a friend out. I was facilitating the group session, and one of my old friends from school, and I'm like 41 now, and we were friends in our 20s as well, briefly, like we hung out, right? But we went our own ways, and she's a beautiful, beautiful person, and she showed up, and I grabbed her, and I was like, what are you doing here? And I gave her this big hug, and I said to her, I was just talking about you yesterday. And she said, well, I had a dream about you 2 days ago, and I thought that is the weirdest thing. Why would I dream about Victoria? Like, that's so strange. We haven't hung out for 20 years. Like, what? And anyway, the point is, of course I was in her dream, because we had transcended beyond the human brain. We had gone beyond the physicality, and we met in a multi-dimensional space, only to meet up in the physical a couple of days later. This is what transcending is. And when we can go beyond the mind, we can go beyond the judgment, beyond the considerations, beyond the programming and all the things, we will find that we can and will be able to connect into spirit, because we are spirit. When we are transcending, we can feel the veil lift. In fact, we can see the matrix. We can transcend whilst we're in the body, and when we are consciously aware, we can see the glitches in the matrix. Have you ever noticed that, like a little glitch, and you're like, or a deja vu? What is going on? And what we can do as well is we can close our eyes, and we can literally visualize that we are as bright as the sun, expanding in all directions from the heart. This is a practice that we do in Kundalini. We can breathe in golden light, and as we breathe out, we just radiate this beautiful light out. And when we get to expand our energy, magic and miracles happen. You can do this with your eyes open, you can do it with your eyes closed, but this is a space when we come into transcendence. We can literally manifest anything when we're in our multidimensional self. Transmute, transcend, and transform. All of these 3 T's, and whatever order you do it in, is an absolute game changer. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go into a very quick meditation to anchor in the 3 T's, and then I'm going to show you the 3-second method that you can do daily, which is going to help you to do everything we just talked about without having to do everything we just talked about. How does that sound for you? Find a place that is nice and quiet where you can be relaxed and undisturbed. If you are driving the car, stop the car and you can do the meditation, or you can pause this and come back to it later. Take a nice deep breath in through your nose, and as you breathe out, I want you to bring yourself into relaxation. That's it. You can sit for this or you can lie down, but I really invite you to close your eyes down when you are ready. Breathing in again deeply, filling up your belly. Hold it for a moment, calming that nervous system down, and breathing out your mouth slowly and long. In your own time, breathing in through your nose, filling up your belly. Hold for a few moments, third eye gaze. And as you breathe out long and slow out your mouth. One more time, breathing in. Biggest breath you've had all day, hold. And breathing out, and this time audible. Dropping yourself down into relaxation. Coming into your heart space and feeling gratitude for today, for this space that you have created for you. So you can anchor in the 3 T's of spirit, so you can be a clear channel and you can transform your life instantly, daily. Alrighty, just drop all those barriers down, 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 and allow your body to start to feel heavy wherever you are sitting or lying. Feeling the heaviness and the support of the space underneath you. Beautiful. And just allowing yourself to be. Let the thoughts come and go. Leave everything behind at the door. No expectations. Ego can go and hang out at the door. You can pick up everything, the to-do list, the ego, any baggage after this if you so choose to. Or you can be willing to transform your reality. Dropping those barriers down, 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 a little bit more. And feeling that gratitude go through your veins, through your body, through your cells. Doing a body scan from the top of your head all the way down to your toes, relaxing down, 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 down. Feeling the light codes coming through as I send them through the screen, through until what you are hearing. That's it. Feeling the codes of light, the Reiki energy flowing through your energy. As we begin to transmute, transcend, and transform. You are here to transmute any energies that are not of you. You are here to release any energies that are not yours to carry, or any old energies from ancestral lineage, or any old situations, or connections to others that are no longer required. I invite you now to gather all the energy that is not for your highest good, for the path ahead. Gather, 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 visualizing you're gathering it into a ball in front of you. I transmute the energy that no longer serves me. Who does this belong to? Return to source consciousness and visualize throwing that ball of light down into the earth, or coming through your body, going down through the bottom of your feet into the earth to be composted. I transmute all energy that does not belong to me or that is no longer aligned. Transform any points of views, judgments, considerations, mistaken beliefs, or programs that are not aligned with my mindset or my body. I transform all energies and I choose light, I choose love, I choose transformation so I can access the energies of my fullest potentials for my highest timelines and from my future self. Anything that doesn't allow me to transform my reality to choose what it is I am truly choosing, I release. Transforming any energies or entities around me to the true white light of the highest frequencies, vibrations. I now anchor into my heart transformation. The word transformation. The word transmute. Anchoring it into your heart. Every time you say transmute or transform, instantly you will have an energy shift. Transcend. I allow myself to step out of my body, to have a cord connected to my body, so I may be able to return to my body as I am an embodied spirit. I allow myself to astral travel, to go to places of the highest vibrations and frequencies, to transcend beyond the mind into my multi-galactic, multi-dimensional self. May I be able to go through the dimensions and hold that energy because of the light body that I truly choose to be in. I choose to ascend. I choose to transcend. I choose to be expanded and light and love. I choose to drop into connections with spirit, to communicate with spirit, to be a clear channel. I transcend. I transform, I transmute, I transcend throughout all time, spaces, and dimensions as I anchor in the 3T Spirit Code now. So a little bit of light language is going to come through so we can anchor this beautiful activation, the 3T Spirit Codex, into your delicious, beautiful human being. So it shall be, so it is done. So it is. Transmute, transform, transcend throughout all time, spaces, and dimensions connected to that. I invite you now to place your hands on your heart. Staying expanded, I'm going to invite you to start to bring your energy back into your body. Maybe you start wriggling your fingers and your toes. Taste what's in your mouth. What can you smell? What can you see behind your eyelids? And when you're ready, opening your eyes, bright, awake, energized, and ready for the 3-second shift. Beautiful, welcome back. So what we've just done there is we have literally anchored in the 3T. So this is a very deep dive activation. You don't need to know or remember everything that we just went through, but I really like to let your brain, let your subconscious know that it is safe for you to transform, transmute, and transcend. Now, how are you feeling? What went on for you? Did you notice any resistance? Did you notice any shifting? Did you notice any expanding? Or maybe some people sometimes feel contracted. They're like, oh my goodness, what is happening? I've never been this light or expanded or free before. But we get to choose our mood. We also get to literally transmute energies that are around us by saying, who does this belong to? Return to source consciousness. Or I'm choosing what I'm choosing. What is mine? And we also get to go beyond our body. And this is something I do in Magnificent Mediumship. I invite people to step out of their bodies and to literally travel around, and we can have this cord connected to us. We can be multidimensional time travelers, but we are multidimensional time travelers. This is not for special people. This is literally about remembering who you are. And what I do in Magnificent Mediumship is I literally bring people back to who they are. I'm not teaching mediumship. I'm igniting the soul, igniting the spirit to remember the Akashic, remember the multi-galactic being, the light being that you truly are. And the 3Ts will help you to be the clear channel so you can be a phenomenal channel for those around you and also for yourself. So here it is. Are you ready? Are you ready for the 3-second activation that you can do every day now that you've anchored in these codes? Now that we have literally seeded you, just like NLP, we've seeded you with something that is transformational, something I do every single day, and I do it with all my clients and every call that I do pretty much. Okay, so we bring up the energy, okay? All of what this is, that is kind of the easiest thing. All of what this is, scoop it up, grab it. I transmute, I transform, I transcend throughout all time, spaces, and dimensions connected to that. How long did that take? Maybe 5 seconds? If you want it quick, you could say transform, transcend, transmute. Or you can literally bring in the clearing with that. I transform, I transcend, I transmute throughout all time, spaces, dimensions connected to that. Okay, I know you're going to love this, and this is going to be a game changer. This is going to help your kids that are really like feeling like, oh my goodness, how am I going to fit in? I care what this person's saying. You know, there's so much conditioning around. You can help them to transform, to transmute, and to transcend all of what that is instantly, right? This is literally your magic wand for transformation. You don't need a retreat to entity clear. You don't need a guru to come and bless the house. You don't need someone to do a full-blown entity clearing on you or a Reiki to balance the chakras, because this will do it for you. If you're called to do other things, go for it. I love all of them, but you are the strongest entity in your reality. You are here as a spirit having a human experience. To know spirit is to know yourself. Next up, we break down the 7 steps for you to be able to connect across the veil. You are not going to want to miss this. So make sure you've hit the subscribe button. Make sure you stay tuned and let me know how you go. I reckon you're going to have a really good sleep tonight. Thank you for being here with me. If Magnificent Mediumship is on your heart, if you're sitting on the fence, go check it out below. Go flirt with the sales page and see if it's for you. And of course, you can always jump on a call with me, have a coffee date to see if you're a fit. Until next time, my friends, thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Spirit. Namaste.